Hi, this is Harsha, and this is NPD, uh, and this is Aditya. We are making an app called WicedCool. The whole point of the project is that we've already seen a lot of sensors being used in sports these days. Like, for instance, we have analysis of cricket right after, for instance, a wicket. Um, or in football, where the goal lines are analyzed a lot more better now because of the improvement in the sensor technology. But then all of this is still a distant dream for a common man. So with IoT, we can make this possible for each and every person. And what we have here is a skateboard, which is enabled with a WicedCool device. So the WicedSense is mounted below the skateboard, and the intention of the project is that we are trying to demonstrate how IoT can bring the sensor technology to closer to a common man. So this is just a demonstration of what IoT can do to sports. So the presentation that we have uploaded has already shown a few ideas of how the WicedSense can be integrated into sports. Like, for instance, we've shown boxing that it can be stuck onto the gloves, or it can be stuck onto the body of the divers, or things like that. But what we're going to do here is a very specific demonstration of it being used in in a skateboarding scenario. So we've already developed an app which can be connected to the skateboard. So here is the app that we have created to connect to our Wicked-enabled skateboard. Let me click on it. We start off by selecting the right device, and then we wait for the device to be on, and when it's on, we connect to it. So here we can see two options. These are the two modes that we have designed for our application. One of it is a noob mode, which can be used by the learners. So if you are new to a sport, or for instance the skateboarding itself, so you can use the first option to perform your tricks, learn tricks, and maybe even refine them. The future releases would have features such as how to improve a particular trick. Like, for instance, if you do an ollie and if your landing is imperfect, then your app would suggest how like the angle at which the landing has taken place, and maybe you can then figure out if you have to move your front leg more, or if you have to pull your back leg a little less. What we have implemented here is only for manual, which is one of the simplest tricks that can be done on a skateboard. So we're going to show that. Before that, let me also tell you about the other mode, which is under development. The second mode is you can challenge someone online. The other person can be literally anywhere because it's internet. So you could play with your friend who is in Australia, for instance, just like you'd play in the same field. So the idea of the challenge mode is to bring your friends together and play together. So how it is implemented is you have a central server to which the device sends the tricks that you have performed. The same thing happens to the other friend with whom you're playing with, and after the end of the session, you can finally declare who the winner is. Although the implementation specifications of server or that mode itself is not very clear, let me just demonstrate you about the noob or the learn mode. I'm going to show you I'm going to show you a manual done on this and how the application detects the performance of manual. After the selection of the learning mode, we will be taken to the screen. Over here, we can choose the trick that we want to learn. So, for instance, we have manual right now. More are yet to be implemented. So, let's try out manual on the app. Go on. So as it starts doing the manual, we can see the notification which says we have started doing manual, and then we have a counter which is counting the number of seconds he has done manual, and as he stops doing manual, we would have a notification of how long the manual was done and a score which shows which can be used as your high score, or which can be used, which is also used if you're playing online. So that would be the session score. If like at this, so for one session you can practice manual for quite a few times. So when he starts performing again, and is done, so the score would add up to the previous score. Okay, the app which we have implemented right now is a very minimalistic version. So the future versions should include a lot more tricks, and also the online feature where you can challenge someone. So I think the most important feature of the app is it can act as a mentor if you're new to a sport.